I found myself in a really toxic relationship that I didn't know was toxic until a friend or two pulled me out and helped me see the situation. And it was at that point that I had to really search within myself to find the resolve to end that relationship. So I found some of Dr. Aziz's videos along that process, and it really helped me in getting the strength to break up with that person and move them out of my life. And after that, I had really wanted to get confidence unleashed, and for me it was the perfect time to start supercharging. I mean, I don't know how common this is gonna be, but for me, when I really knew for sure, this person owed me a lot of money at the time, and I was ready to break up with them, but I agreed to meet up one more time because I wanted to show them what they owed me and talk to them about that. And so we met, and my intention was just to talk about that, and then it was over. But I watched her before my eyes try like 6 different tactics of trying to pull me back in to her reality of what was going on. Like, she said she loved me. She said she was pissed at me. She started crying, and I was just watching her change faces before me. So that was one really big thing. That was just a confirmation. But also just like receiving all this hate and criticism from her, I was taking it because I just thought that was normal, I guess, that was going to be part of a relationship. But then when I got to speak with some good friends who are like good people, they told me, no, that's not normal at all. Like, you shouldn't have to put up with that. And I'm like, wow, okay, cool, because it doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good. And so I guess that was a really big confirmation as well. Honestly, Dr. Aziz had a big role in it. My girlfriend left for a weekend at one point, and I just started diving deep on YouTube, looking for answers. I didn't know what to at the time, but I found his video, Want More Confidence, Be Less Nice. And when my girlfriend came back, like, I had shifted, and I wasn't putting up with her in the same way as before. And I continued watching Dr. Aziz and other confidence coaches, and that really helped give me the inner strength to do what was necessary when, with the support of my friend, I saw what was really going on. I took his stuff really seriously because after I got out of that relationship, I bought Confidence Unleashed, and I went through that, and I just noticed a huge shift in my life. I entered my first like big flow state that I'd been in, and things like really started taking off for me. So I just continued that work, and I went through Confidence Unleashed 3 times. I got Not Nice recently, which helped me transition from working for other artists to realizing I'm an artist, and I'm gonna be making my own music for the time being. And then I actually got a call from one of Dr. Aziz's people, and I didn't know about this or any of this, and she said, because of a YouTube comment that you made, which was about this relationship, we'd like to offer you the opportunity to come to this. And she was like, are you interested? And I'm like, absolutely. Like, you just made my life, getting to come and meet Dr. Aziz. One, I'm inspired personally to teach this sort of thing as well as spiritual development through my music. And second, it's allowed me to engage in that conflict. Like, before, I was much more of a nice guy, and I just had all this conditioning, as most of us do. But going through this confidence work, I'm actually uncovering my true feelings and expressing them. Like, for example, with that girl, I'm letting that conflict really come to the surface in a way that feels very empowering to me, and I think probably to, maybe to everyone, but at least to guys who are struggling with niceness and thinking that they need to be pleasers, and it's letting that conflict come to the surface so I can really deal with it. It is. I'm finding that I'm truly working it out, working through it by really expressing and feeling it. Well, what's really exceptional about Dr. Aziz's material for me is it has a lot to do with the inner work. Because if we're just focusing on taking the action, it can be really hard because the biggest conflict is within us. That's what I've certainly found for myself, like beating myself up, saying it's not going to work, like I don't deserve this. Maybe it's not as conscious at first, but if we didn't have inner conflict, then we would just do the thing. So what I've gotten from Dr. Aziz is learning how to do the work within myself to create the space and freedom to take the action on the outside, which is a reflection of the way that we feel on the inside. We're all capable of a lot more than we think when we begin this journey. And it's kind of like rolling a snowball up a hill. And as we start pushing, it's small at first, but as we move up, we get more and more snow on that snowball. And it just keeps getting bigger. The more work that we do, the more we persist. And as we're on this journey, we attract people to us that are going to help us on this path. And then after a lot of work and persisting, eventually we're going to get to the top, and we're going to get to all push this snowball off and just watch it roll.